Hello and welcome to Spark Rugby League. We're going to quickly run through the betting for this week's Super League games at round 7, only 4 games this weekend. First up on Thursday night is a really intriguing clash at the K-Con when Hull FC face Warrington Wolves. Paul Jones is our betting guru. Which way are the bookies siding for this?
The bookies are finding it really hard to split these two, I think understandably so. They both had really important wins. We talked about that last week. FC just about favourites, 8-11. Warrington about 11-10. Warrington with about a 2-point start on the handicap if you want to go that way. Obviously the game's finished a draw last week. That the FC were in the one, and obviously Warrington won by a point, didn't they? So if Wire lose by a golden point or 1 point, if you take them on +2 on the handicap, which is where I'd certainly go looking at back in Warrington. I would say I think probably Warrington's result was better than Hull FC's last week. I think Hull had a decent lead against Wakefield, didn't they? Wakefield come back at that amazing try from Tom Johnson. I just think that was a massive win, probably for both teams, but certainly for Warrington. It takes a bit of pressure off Steve Price. I think this game is going to be as close as the bookies think. So, are it possible just with a little 2-point start, if it does finish a draw or won by another Mark Sneed drop goal, I think probably Warrington getting 2-point start on the handicap.
Right, so you're going to do a bit of an accumulator.
We'll go through the lot. Yeah.
So next up is Salford against Wigan. What's the handicap on this?
Well, Salford getting 12 start. Wigan 1-5, Salford 7-2, which you understand. Wigan top of the league, 5 out of 6. The other way around for Salford, they've lost 5 of 6. It's a shame for Salford. I thought they'd do better this year, but they're struggling to find a win, aren't they? That one win was against Toronto. Everybody else seems to be beaten. I do think Wigan will win this, but I've said before, Wigan are notorious for just doing enough in games. I think they only won by 14 against Hull KR, where I think the handicap was over 20. This could be another case. I wouldn't be surprised to see Wigan win this by 8 or 10. It's possibly a game to leave alone because I think Wigan, you won't be surprised if Wigan run right like they did at Huddersfield, but Salford are probably going to make it difficult. When we look to man of the match, I think you look at man of the match, you're going to be probably looking at French or Hastings. Particularly Hastings is going to be. He's going back to Salford. He's going to take the main focus of all the attention. And on the other side of Salford, pinch to win maybe Sargentson. But I do think we're going to win this. If pushed, I would probably go with Salford. Take the 12-point start.
Interesting. Now on Saturday, game that could potentially be played behind closed doors is between Catalans and Leeds, both in form. Difficult to split.
I think probably the telling point is Tompkins is out, isn't he? I think that could be big for the Catalans. I think they might have to have a restructure. I don't know if Falau might go and play fullback. I'm not sure, but I think that just could be a bit of a shift in the side. And I think he's been pretty much back to where he was 2011, 2012 for Wigan in the last few weeks. The last 20 minutes against Hull, he was absolutely unplayable. I'm really impressed with Leeds. I've said before, I don't think they've got the credit for the last few wins. I think everyone talked about how bad Warrington were, everyone talked about how bad Toronto were. I don't think anyone's talking about how good Leeds have been. I've been really impressed. They had a bit of a stumble week 1, but since then they've been pretty much faultless. I like Leeds this year, I really do. I think they'll finish in the top 5 now. I think Leeds will win this game, yeah. But they're getting, it's hard. Bookies struggling to split them. Catalans 8-11, Leeds 6-5. I think it's behind closed doors. Again, there'll be no vociferous Catalan support, which is going to help Leeds even more. I think Leeds 2-point start in a handicap, so I would take that as well. So yeah, I think Leeds will win this game.
Yeah, and rounding off the weekend on Sunday, Castleford versus St Helens. Dan Richardson facing his former club. Cass, of course, started the season really well. Saints suffering 2 defeats already. Is it going to be a 3rd defeat for Christian Wool's side, or?
I think they've got a decent record at Cass. Some teams go well there, some teams struggle there. I think there's always seems to be a bit of a pattern at Cass. Teams that struggle there tend to lose. The teams that do well there, it's about 8-5, 6-4, 8-5 Cass win. 1-2 for Saints. Obviously, they're favourites. I'd be really surprised if Saints had three defeats from 6. So I think Saints will win this. I think the record there is good. Huddersfield caught them really. They played really well on Friday. I think Saints will be smarting from that. I think they'll bounce back. The handicap, Cass getting a 4-point start. I think Saints will probably win this by between 1 and 2 scores. So yeah, I would go Saints -4 on the handicap there.
Right, interesting. So just to sum up, you go in for...
I would say Warrington to... Well, I think they'll win the game, but I would think if you get a +2 on the handicap, I'd take that because, like I say, if it's a draw or the other team wins golden point, you're still getting paid.
Yeah.
And definitely, Salford +12 just... like I said, just more on the fact that Wigan just tend to do enough.
Yeah.
Leeds +2. Again, I think they'll win the game, but they take the 2 point start at 10 to 11.
Yeah.
And Saints -4 at Castleford.
Right, interesting. Twitter at Paul Redhead 1.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Paul's will reimburse any losses on your accumulator.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But don't message him. No, he won't. But guys, yeah, let us know in the comments your tips for this weekend's games. Who are you backing on the handicaps? And we'll see you next week for more betting from our betting guru Paul Redhead.
That's it. Yeah.